Here it is, guys. We're getting our first snow on the mountain, October 9th, right on time. The yellow leaves are still here. The cloud rolled in, and instead of rain today, we're getting snow. But that's not the only thing going on today. Let's take a closer look. Hey guys, it's another beautiful fall day. Almost feels like summer, except we got long sleeves on.
I have 3 shirts on.
And we've got our daughter Katherine visiting, and it's her birthday today. Our girl is 21. And how are we celebrating your birthday?
Everything a girl wants. A knife.
Katherine's learning how to make a knife. So we're going to go through in this video, show you some of the steps that Katherine is learning. Grinding metal, cutting metal, and welding. So that's what you want to do on your 21st birthday.
Right? It's so much fun.
Although we got a little bit of an early birthday surprise yesterday. We had a little bit of snow on the mountain. Our very first snowfall, right on time.
Perfect timing. I missed it in the morning, and then it started pouring snow in the afternoon, so I was really happy about that.
Visiting from Florida, Katherine's getting all this wonderful mountain weather, the full experience with yellow leaves, breezy winds, and some of the white stuff. So
yes.
So let's take a look at what you've been working on.
So my dad got me a couple of different handles with pins to make the grip. So for the first knife that I'm making, I went with the traditional dagger style. It's a really rough cut right now, but you can kind of see how it's going to end up if you see the lines on there a little bit. But I had to weld some material back onto the edge because while I was using the angle grinder to cut the shape out of the steel sheet, I went a little bit too far on the one side. So that's what all that fun stuff is. But I grinded it down on the one side, and this side didn't have as much built up, so I only grinded it a little bit. But I'm gonna reshape it a little bit and then put the stencil back on so we can have a more true shape of the handle to follow while I'm cutting it down. And then obviously you gotta reshape the sides right here, and then the guard will go right about there. It'll be about as thick as my finger, and it's gonna look really cool whenever I'm done with it, I hope.
Show you guys the whole process of making a knife. Brian's been watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to make a knife, so we'll see what we can do with our tools.
Nothing nearly as fancy as Damascus steel, but it's still gonna come out looking really good.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm excited. So.
Woo!
Woohoo!
So you get your knife freshly marked again with your lines,
Right.
so you know how much to take away.
Yep. And these two are gonna end up being even. And then
Yep. So actually, you take away all the way to take the line away as well.
yeah, so it's the inside of the line.
Oh, good.
Is what the stencil is.
Cool. So what are you finding to be the best way to sharpen your blade now?
So I use a hand grinder first. Get the bulk of it off.
Uh-huh.
And then I've been coming back with the file to smooth it. Because it's hard to keep a nice even surface. So then the file can do that. When you get closer to the front, the blade is, it's the same thickness to a point, and then it rounds down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Palm sander will be good, and we can see better.
What stage are we at with the knife? Looks like Dad took over.
Yeah. I'm on this is the guard for it. I drilled the holes through it. And now I'm just smoothing out the inside edges. Then I've got another big chunk to cut off with the jigsaw.
Mm-hmm.
So then I can shape it more.
Cool.
So it doesn't have all just square edges on it.
Right.
So the sander works really good cleaning that up.
Uh-huh.
So I'm putting little angles on the front of the guard so that it slides right, because right now the guard width is that much for most of it for the slot, and then I'm widening it to 11 and 11/16, putting a little angle so this will slide right in there like that.
Sliding down in the
thing, okay. Too much then. around it.
How? Oh, hit the side of the...
It's gonna take some work to fix.
Ahoy, matey! It looks like you have a pirate's knife.
Yep. So I got the guard fit.
Nice.
So it's a little loose, but I think we'll epoxy it on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll file a bunch of the brass or the bronze, mix some of the bronze filings in there, and then when we slide it in there, then it'll snug it right up, and then you probably won't even notice the gaps. So should be pretty slick.
Pretty slick.
So now I'm going to do some shaping on this. You can see here we want to have it kind of curve up like that, so there's less of it. I'm
Right.
also thinking of using an 1/8" round over bit
Uh-huh.
on the router, and then just kind of peel off that edge.
Okay.
So that'll make it nice and soft, and then we can polish it up.
Polish it up just in time for Halloween.
Yeah.
Or birthday present.
Or a birthday present.
All right. Well, we did a lot with the blade, but now we got to talk about the handle.
Handle. So what I'm gonna test this first, but instead of making the handle the same as this, because we do have a little bit of imperfections in this part. So what I originally was going to do was have it right on the edge, so you see the tang in it. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna test out routing the malachite out so that it'll actually be embedded in it, and so the malachite will be on either side. You won't see the metal tang.
So it'll be hidden.
It'll be hidden, right?
Oh, cool.
Hidden tang.
Hidden tang.
Malachite is the name of the design. Well, it's called malachite, but it's a
Blank. Or...
Yeah.
So those are pieces that are specially made for knife making.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So they make these squares. I forgot what they're called. And then you shape them.
Right.
Okay.
So once it's routed out, it's all fit, everything's ready to go. We'll drill some holes in here for the brass pins, which will adhere it to the tang, and then we'll epoxy it together.
Okay.
And then we'll do the shaping. So, but we'll trace the shape out ahead of time for the handle.
Okay, so now you've traced the
tang on there.
Okay.
And I marked it for the sides, so this is 2, 1, and it goes like that.
So now it's a cutout or it's a route out?
Right, so I'm going to route out this area about 3/32 of this much here.
Yep.
So it should be probably just a little bit more than half.
All right, how's it gonna fit? Uh-huh.
I'll do the next one and see how they fit together.
Yeah. Well, how's it coming along?
Good.
Yeesh, look at that.
Slide in there. Goes in there like that.
Oh, yeah.
So the epoxied, and then I'll clamp it
Okay.
gingerly. Mm-hmm. And then we'll start shaping it.
Nice.
So, yeah, I need to drill some holes first
Okay.
because I have to set the brass pins in there.
Right.
So I have to mark out where they're going to go in relation to, because the pins get epoxied in there.
Okay.
So what I need to do is figure the center here. and then draw a center line down this way, because this isn't exactly square
Okay.
to the handle,
Okay.
or plumb, I should say. So center here, from there, draw it all the way down, then plot the holes,
Nice.
and then I could drill them, I think.
Okay, here's the big reveal, but it's not all the way done yet.
A few more steps to do still.
But it's the end of Catherine's vacation, so.
So figured show it off while we can, and then follow-up video while I'm not here. Fortunately, I have to go back to Florida.
Ooh. So we got 3 components so far. The knife part, which includes the knife blade and the tang, the guard, which we made out of bronze, and then the handle material. So far I've just recessed it so that we can hide the tang in there. And so what steps do we need to do next? I need to fix the edge where I buggered it up.
That's right.
So I'm going to practice. I'm going to grind down a scrap piece of metal to a nice thin edge like this, and then see if I can weld it without destroying the edge. Because the first thing I want to do is experiment on this and find I'm eating away more of the metal than I'm actually putting on there. So I'll probably have that welder turned all the way down to the minimum voltage in amps. And then I need to drill out for all the pins. There'll be 3 pins, probably 3, in that hold the handle together and hold it in place. All that'll get epoxied together. But before we do that, I want to heat treat the blade as well, and then we can get it ready for sharpening. So right now it wouldn't cut much. It's very pointy.
Mostly decorative right now.
It's mostly decorative right now, yeah. So, but once the heat treating's done and then sharpening, it'll be really nice. So, and then we'll figure out the actual shape. I'll make a template for what the actual shape, so I can mark it, so I know exactly where I'm shaping it to with the sander. So, and then polishing after that, and then a sheath. I want to make a sheath out of leather, and so that should be the last step.
You able to carry it on my hip or leg or wherever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Renaissance Festival. Right?
So awesome! So first time making a knife, guys. We've never done anything like this before. Bryan's never done anything like this before. And definitely a big fun experiment. What a fun birthday. What a fun birthday.
Yes, it's been a great birthday. I always have so much fun. And then this was such an awesome gift to get. Thank you so much.
It'll probably be finished as a Christmas present, but still.
Yeah.
It was,
That's okay.
Anyways, guys, let us know what you like, how you like the knife, and any comments. Do you guys, should Bryan get into the business of making knives? I don't know. It's a pretty cool dagger.
Add to the repertoire of crafty items to make and sell.
Yep, we get our show on the road. Colorado Mountain Living, coming to a town near you.
That's right.
In the meantime, what happened? We got a little bit of snow out there, guys. We got some cold weather. We lost all our leaves. You can see the snow back out there. Vigo's barking, of course, but the fall just ended really suddenly. So we'll keep you posted on our next projects. Looks like it'll be what next? We don't know. We'll keep you posted.
I don't know.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Take care.